So today I will show how this article is APA format with a couple of examples. So first, let's begin that this is on page 1, and as we can see in the top right corner, it begins on page 1 as the title page. So the title is bolded in the middle, and under that we have all the authors with their first, middle initial, and last name, and then with their school affiliation listed underneath them. And then also on the first page, we have, or excuse me, the title page, we have the abstract, which is typed up, which is very short and concise summary of the key points of the paper. And there's no indentation for the first line. So diving into the main body of the article, we can see that this is a 12-point font, I believe Times New Roman, and we have the introduction. Well, first we have the introduction and the title bolded, and we dive straight into the introduction right after the title. And then throughout the paper, we can see that we have headings with the correct formatting. I also wanted to point out that it was mentioned for APA format that when acronyms are first used, that you must spell out what they are. So for TWIs, for example, traditionally white institutions are spelled out, and for historically Black colleges and universities, HBCUs is spelled out. But after this, well, they just use the acronyms of TWIs and HBCUs. We can also see that with the in-text citations, for the first time when a citation is used, they spell out all the names. There was no citation that was used more than once, so they didn't use the et al. But also we see that when there's more than one, they use the and symbol followed by the year between the two authors. And again, we could just see throughout it that it has the appropriate headings for each portion. We can also point out that the table is properly listed as table 1. This is the only table in the paper, but it is listed, and we can point out that it is table 1, as we can see right here. So the final thing that we will review that proves that this is in APA format, we will go to the references. So our reference page is titled as references, not which proves that it's APA because it's not listed as a bibliography. It is bolded, and each citation follows APA format, with it being the author's first, then the year, the title, the journal/book, and the volume. There is a use of a hanging indent on the second and subsequent lines. Each reference is in alphabetical order, and we can also see that book titles and journal names are italicized. So these are just a couple points that we were able to see that this paper and excuse me, this article was is formatted in APA format.